switch, flip, and say, I want to become a wrestler? Like, what happened?
To tell you the truth, I was not, I wanted to be, I was going to school for broadcast journalism. I wanted to be an anchorwoman, so I wanted to get as far away from wrestling. That was, I had no idea. I used to watch it when I was younger, but actually they got in contact with me, and they were like, you want to do this? And it was like a crazy idea, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to give it a shot. And so I started when I was 19, and I'm 21 now, and so I'm loving every minute of it.
Now, I got somebody in the studio with me who's like the hugest wrestling fan. My little sister's like 11 years old, and she loves you guys, so I'm going to have her ask her question. Go ahead, go.
Okay.
Talk to the mic.
Hi, Kelly. Hi, sweetie.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
So what kind of match is it going to be?
I don't know. Hopefully it'll be me and Candice Michelle against maybe Beth Phoenix and Jillian. Hopefully.
Good. That'll be a good match.
That'll be a good one.
All right, see, I mean, you guys got them old, you guys got them young. And the biggest thing with wrestling is you guys' fan base. I mean, they are obsessed with wrestling. So, what's the craziest thing a fan has done to you?
Maybe I had a guy one time throw, like, his underwear at me.
Oh, that's gross. That's disgusting.
The worst one.
What are you supposed to do with that?
I don't know. I was like, what do you want me to do with this? Like, he said, sign it for me. And I was like, ew.
All right, so since men came up, what's your favorite trait in men? Like, what do you look for in a guy?
Wow. I love muscles.
Obviously.
But a nice smile, a nice teeth, and,
Okay, well, I'll see you Monday.
Yes, exactly. I'm single, too, so.
Hey, I'm telling you, I'm going to be somewhere in the crowd. What do our seats look like? What do our seats look like? We're easy. I'll be there. I'll be waving at you. So,
where are you sitting? Are you close?
I have no idea. I have my sister look at the tickets, so we shall see. We'll hold up a sign.
You have to have a Kelly Kelly sign, so then I'll look for you.
It'll say Kelly Kelly, nice smile. That's what it'll say right there.
It's okay. Then I'll know it's you.
All right, so what kind of music do you listen to? Like, what's in Kelly Kelly's iPod?
I love hip-hop. I have to admit, I'm a big hip-hop fan.
All right, are you a sports fan in general, too?
I am.
And you're from Florida, right? So, what do you think about your Rays right now?
I can't even believe it. It is everywhere. The Rays fans are coming out of the woodworks. Like, it's on people are having songs made out to the Rays. Like, it's insane.
Yeah, see, our team is like the worst in baseball, so we
were pretty bad.
Yeah.
Not now.
Well, that's us. Well, I'm excited. See you guys Monday.
We'll have a great time, too. I'm excited about it.
I know I am. So, Raw this Monday, and Key Arena and Kelly Kelly, we appreciate you spending time with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, thanks for calling us. You have a good day, okay?
Okay, you too.
Bye.
Bye.
Once again, getting back to my original point of how we have seen Kelly Kelly and Beth Phoenix a bit too much. Why hasn't it been Beth Phoenix and somebody else like Beth Phoenix and Alicia Fox, which WWE are now breaking into, thank God, after giving us Beth Phoenix and Kelly Kelly for the better part of the last 3 months. The only one Kelly Kelly successfully defended the Divas Championship over, rather than Beth Phoenix, was Brie Bella, the one who she originally took the title off of on that Power to the People edition of Raw, that 3-hour special. It seems like these, Power to the People programs that WWE have been putting together, originally called Cyber Sunday and Taboo Tuesday, back as far as 2004, usually start off with a title change to illustrate how much power the people actually have. On the very first Taboo Tuesday back in 2004, Shelton Benjamin acquired the Intercontinental Championship and started being pushed after a win over Triple H back in 2004. That's how they started off the Taboo Tuesday pay-per-view, and it seems like it's a trend that has followed WWE Power to the People editions of Raw, Taboo Tuesday, and Cyber Sundays. In the past, they usually start off with a title change to illustrate how much power the people actually have. And recently on the Power to the People edition of Raw, the Divas Championship was the one that changed hands. Again, getting back to my original point, it seems like no matter if we're watching Raw, if we're watching SmackDown, most recently Kelly Kelly actually lost to Beth Phoenix, putting the cap on her Divas Championship reign, and any chance that we're getting a rematch for the title, which I found kind of awkward. I'll get into that in a minute. Recently, Beth Phoenix running through her in about a 4.5-minute match where Kelly Kelly came to the ring with a Dallas jersey on, the number 44. Just a little fact I thought I'd throw out there for. That was her jersey number on that night when they celebrated SmackDown moving into the number 2 spot for being the longest episodic running series on television ahead of The Simpsons and other programs that are pretty well known. The Simpsons had about 433 episodes, when SmackDown is now up to about 600 and some odd, and they're just behind Raw for being the longest-running episodic television series over the last 15 years. So that's great. That's awesome how, SmackDown is moving to the number 2 spot, once again giving us another Kelly Beth Phoenix match. Sick of seeing it. Really sick of seeing those matches. I would love to see Kelly booked in other substantial programs with superstars and divas. Again, getting back to my original point, Kelly does not need the Divas Championship to be considered as a popular diva. She definitely represents the divas. She's definitely the poster girl for the Divas division, kind of like how John Cena has been the poster child for WWE over the last 5 to 6 years. It seems like she's definitely going to be in WrestleMania this year, going to have some kind of substantial role. She might even go in as a contender for the Divas Championship. Who knows? But I think that we've seen it a bit too much, and I think a lot of fans are having anxiety set in, falling asleep, seeing these matches, really don't care who wins because we've seen it a bit too much. Title changes happening a bit too late. In the Divas division now, happening 3 pay-per-views too late, back at Hell in a Cell on October 3rd. We finally see the title switch from Kelly to Beth, and now we're seeing Eve Torres pick up the ball where Kelly left it. And I really don't understand where Alicia Fox really fits in with all of this, because Alicia Fox, winning on SmackDown, we have Eve winning on Raw, so is it going to be like a triple threat? Is it going to be kind of like a 3-way? Is it going to be like Alicia Fox and Eve flying for the Divas Championship? That would be different, because I really don't understand where Alicia Fox kind of fits in with this when Eve is supposedly supposed to be the number 1 contender on Raw, where the Divas Championship is mainly contested more so than it is on SmackDown. I've never seen the Divas Championship actually defended on SmackDown recently as much as I've seen it on Raw. So it's nice to know that we have a contender both on SmackDown and Raw, so it's kind of an interpromotional deal going for the Divas now. I just recently threw up an image of Kelly with a awkward expression on her face that I think she took herself from her home or her apartment, wherever she's living to right now, her living situation. I think she threw that up on her Facebook or her Twitter, and she has a very strange and awkward expression on her face in this photo, and I found it quite amusing, and I threw that up in our image center along with her Maxim magazine cover, her photo shoot, which she also recently conducted, and was given the number 82 or 83 position on the top 100 list of the world's hottest women. So that's awesome that she was able to do that for Maxim magazine. I think that's one of the main reasons why WWE actually tried to push her. Again, we've thrown that up both in our image center and on our Twitter page. Both the awkward expression on her face photo is thrown up there, and her Maxim magazine cover is thrown up there as well. Very amazing cover. Her first WWE magazine cover came in December of 2006 for the holiday edition of WWE magazine. Herself, Candice Michelle, and Michelle McCool were featured on the cover of the holiday edition for Ask the Divas for WWE magazine, and I actually promoted that on Kelly's official MySpace page at myspace.com/BarbieBlank WWE Diva. I think that Kelly, ever since her first magazine spread, which came in 2006, has done a phenomenal job. And the original story as to why Kelly was given the opportunity to be in the WWE was because she was spotted by both Vince McMahon and John Laurinaitis in a photo magazine spread. And she actually cleared up that by telling us how she was discovered and given the opportunity to be a WWE diva in that 4.5-minute audio clip we just played for you. She originally wanted to go to school for being a broadcast journalist, and was given the idea and approached for being a professional wrestler, and she just tried it. It kind of went from there, and now she's one of the more popular divas in the last decade. Not as popular as the likes of Trish Stratus, or going back as far as Rey Mero, originally known as Sable, or Sunny. Not as popular as those divas, who definitely sent a trend and paved the way for divas to come, like Lita and the likes of Alicia Fox, who we're seeing now get a push. But I think, definitely she's considerably one of the more popular divas we have seen in the last 5 to 6 years. And I definitely think those who are listening to the program definitely favor Kelly because of her looks and her personality, which she exemplifies from week to week. Kind of a plastic smile, in my opinion, kind of a, makeup deal for Kelly more so, but I think she's definitely breaking away from that and really coming out of her shell. she definitely was in a shell over the last 5 to 6 years. Definitely when she started on ECW, when she didn't talk as much and did the whole dancing thing, and went from that, doing the exhibitions, to the Extreme Expose, a three-way between herself, Brooke Adams, and Layla, who continued that feud when Kelly moved from ECW to Raw on the Raw brand, having matches from week to week for a while. Definitely coming out of her shell. So I really like the idea of how Kelly is being pushed, but I think we've seen it a bit too much. And I think that's where the fan, not sure if he's a male or a female, posted that, but I think the fan misunderstood us when we did the whole Kelly overrated presentation. And if you're listening to this, I do apologize for putting that the way I did. But I think we've seen it a bit too much, and I think we need something different. I think the whole Maxim magazine top 100 hottest women thing, really, WWE got a bit too carried away with it, and they didn't necessarily need to go in the direction they did with Kelly. She was in line for a push for a considerable amount of time, but the way they went about it was very unorthodox and unnecessary, in my opinion. I think we've seen a bit too much of her. I think we could be seeing more of Alicia Fox, more of divas that need the push. With Layla coming back off injury, I have no idea where she is. I know she's coming back off injury soon. She could be in line for a push too, and she could be a possible candidate for being in contention for the Divas Championship. And it's really nice to see Eve pick up the ball where Kelly left off, and I'm really looking forward to seeing a possible Kelly heel turn and seeing Eve and Kelly feud for the Divas Championship, which is bound to happen at some point with either Eve or Kelly being the heel, and with Kelly having jealousy over Eve being the contender rather than her. That could be the reason why Kelly makes the switch from being a babyface to a heel. The last time she was heel was in her first few months on ECW, and we haven't seen her be a heel since. So I think that would be a bit different too if we saw Kelly play a heel role in a program with Eve Torres, which is something I talked about on The Score, which is a syndicated sports network here in Canada that many of you in the United States and other parts of the world don't have access to, but you can find them at facebook.com/aftermathshow, and I commented on that the week that Kelly actually dropped the Divas Championship, merely 48 hours before Kelly dropped the Divas Championship to Beth Phoenix.